Get ready with me as I share some thoughts about motherhood. So I have been a mom now for about 14 months, and the longer that I am a mom, the more I realize that nobody really gives a shit about moms. And that might be a little bit harsh to say, and if you have a different experience, then amazing. I love that for you, but my experience has been pretty brutal within my first year of motherhood. I've really seen how mothers are neglected. I've been really shocked at the lack of empathy towards mothers and the lack of consideration towards mothers. It's like, oh, you feel like you're doing it alone because you don't have a partner that's participating in childcare? Well, that's your fault. Should have picked a better partner. It's just like the research shows that you don't know what kind of parent that person is going to be until it's too late. Oh, you need time for yourself? Well, that's selfish. Oh, you want to spend all the time with your baby? Well, that's lazy. Oh, you're exhausted? Who told you to have a child? No one told you to get pregnant. I've also had really harsh and cruel judgments placed upon me, mainly by other women. You would think that women would stick together, but also the women that were really cruel to me were not moms. And I think there's some deeper psychological envy to that too, but I don't even want to get into that right now. Something that I've had to learn and grow for myself as a mom is this ability to be so hyper focused on protecting me and my child and our peace. And that means that I've had to really let a lot of these injustices go, because at the end of the day, what's most important is my mental health, because my mental health is going to affect how I show up as a mom and the kind of energy that I'm feeding to my son. But I guess for me, I'm still shocked at the internalized patriarchy within each and every one of us, men and women, to really treat mothers as if they don't matter, and that their mental health doesn't matter, their rest doesn't matter, their nourishment doesn't matter, their time doesn't matter, right? It's like, well, why aren't you bouncing back and getting back to work yet? And why aren't you at 100% capacity like you used to be before you had a kid? Like, what's wrong with you? Oh, you have postpartum depression? Are you making that up? Are you being dramatic? Like, it's crazy the lack of consideration for what mothers go through to grow a life, to birth that life, and then to nourish and take care of that life and sustain that life from your own body. From your own body, from your own flesh and bones. I heard this quote the other day. It's like, everybody talks about how Jesus made water into wine, but nobody talks about how mothers make milk from blood. And it seems like every time a mother runs into problems and she needs help, it's the energy of like, well, you got yourself into this mess. You decided to have those kids. This is the problem you caused for yourself. So these are your problems that you need to be dealing with by yourself. Again, it's very sad how mothers are so really unsupported in our society. And I feel like the only people that advocate for mothers are other mothers that really understand how hard it is to be a mother. And then there's the shame of like, oh, why is it so hard for you? Women have done it for centuries before you and they didn't seem to have a problem. And you start to think, am I the only one that feels this way? But it's like, no, women have been doing it for centuries and suppressing their pain, their anxiety, their overwhelm, their exhaustion, and feeling like they had to. And I feel like maybe this is the first generation where we're like, you know what? I'm not staying quiet about this, and I'm not going to continue to sacrifice my joy, my happiness, my peace in order to be one of those women that just grins and bears it, right? Like, I have a babysitter right now, and I have a babysitter twice a week just so I can do things like this, curl my hair, take care of myself, make content, handle things within my business, still running a business. I still have clients that I coach, and I still have goals and dreams and aspirations that are just my own. And I'm not going to let motherhood take that from me, right? I'm not going to sacrifice my entire individuality to be a mother, because I think that there is a possibility to have it all, in the sense where it's like, I can have time to nourish myself. I have time to take care of my business. I have time to be a good mom and be a present mom. But it really comes down to what kind of support you have. And if it's not the support around you, then it needs to be the financial support that you create for yourself in order to pay for the support that you need. Again, I've never really seen the patriarchy in action as much as I have seen it once I became a mom. And I know I'm very lucky to be able to run my own business and work for myself and make my own schedule so I can be near my son even while I'm working, so I can continue to breastfeed him and raise him the way that I want to. But I know many other women are not as lucky, and so I'd love to hear more about your experience as mothers, especially first-time moms. Like, how are you dealing? How are you coping? Do you feel supported? Do you feel unsupported? What would make you feel more supported? What changes would need to happen to make you feel like you're thriving in motherhood, or unless you already are thriving, and what is supporting you in that thriving? Like, I'd really love to open up this conversation so that we can not only come together, but also educate other people, because I know a lot of my single friends without kids, they really don't get it. I have felt a lot of distance from my friends that don't have children, and I know it's not intentional, but it's more of just like they don't understand the season of life I'm in. And I get it, because when I didn't have kids, I didn't understand it either, but I definitely understand it now. And I feel like that's really what it comes down to, is moms rallying for other moms, because no one will ever understand the things that we go through and the things that we have to deal with.